I know I'm not like a super big channel, but I have seen a drastic growth when I have made all these changes and I really started to take it seriously. Oh, I'm filming? I didn't even know. I didn't think I pressed play. Pause. I can't even say it. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nancy Tigress, and if you've already been here before, then welcome back. Today I'm gonna do a video about how to grow your channel on YouTube. Let's get into it. I've been going to VidCon for probably 3 years in a row. I haven't gone this year. I've gotten the creator badge 2 years in a row. I've been doing a lot of research. I've been looking a lot on YouTube. I've been looking a lot, like when I go to the YouTube thing, I would go talk to people who actually know what they're doing. So I was getting a lot of help. Although I can tell you for a fact that I possibly didn't do all the tips all the time, because you guys know I have this issue. Well, I mean, some of you do. If you don't, anyways, I have something that kind of slows me down in a way. You can check in the description. Maybe I'll put the link there. I'm going to tell you all the tips to help you grow, because one thing that I can tell you is the one day that I decided that I was starting this and I really wanted to do YouTube, I went from 400 subscribers all the way to 1,000, and my YouTube was like peak in the analytics. Like, it was crazy. It was like this, and boink. So here's what I can tell you. All the things that I can learn. Number one. I don't know if I'm gonna put numbers, but here's one thing, okay? So guys, it is really important to have a niche. Although I can tell you for one thing that my channel was all over the place, and that's what I wanted to do. And I remember someone saying like, so what's your channel? And I was like, well, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that, it's this. And he was like, you have to cut it down, like maybe to two things where you can concentrate on those 2 things and grow on that things. Because if you do too much, then yeah, when you're small, it's really hard. So to cut it down, maybe not do everything, yeah, because that really helps. I can tell you one thing, when I started doing like 2 different things on my channel instead of like everything, my channel started to grow. Other thing is the thumbnails are so important. And if you want to know how to do thumbnails, and if you want to look into it and do good thumbnails, then I would highly suggest some channels. If you're curious, write down, I will write to you some channels that could help, but also some people. And yeah, but we're gonna get into it a little bit further. And also a good thing to know, there's the thumbnails really have to be clear. They really have to pop up. They really have to have your little ID type of thing. So what I've decided, what I started to do right now for me is I put a border so people know that that border, it's me. For example, if you can do colors, you can do like a white border for this color, and then or you can put your little name tag on it just so people know that it's from you. And so when they see on the sidebar, they can see that it's your channel. Instead of like having to look for you, they can be like, oh, this clearly, it's like a, how do you say, a brand? I forget the name, but they see just by scrolling, oh, this is definitely from this person. The other thing that I would suggest is using good, amazing apps. I got 2 that I can tell you about. I use both, and you can use one or you can use both, up to you. I am going to link them down in the description below. I would suggest vidIQ and I would suggest TubeBuddy. And both of them have YouTube channels, and both have a app. They help you with your description, with your tags. They help you see that you got everything. You know, make sure you got your end screens, make sure you got your cards. And these are all things that are super important. Adding cards, adding end screens, adding like the little subscriber on the side or at the end. It's so important, because when people watch your video afterwards, they can like literally just click to another one, which can bring you more traffic to your, you know, instead of just ending like that, and people will just go on to the next video they see on the side. Something that I also find really important is having a hook. For example, at the beginning of my video, you can see that I showed a little bit what I was going to talk about. So it's like when people click on your video, the first few seconds are really important to know if they're going to stick around or if they're going to go. So if you have something that like makes them want to stay, then it really helps for people to keep watching your video. And that is another one. I've been doing that for my channels for a while now. So when you look at the beginning of my video, it's not my intro. It is actually a hook. The intro, make sure it is not too long. Unless you're a big channel, you're growing and you already have your fan base, don't make it too long, because it will literally get people turned off. Like, people, if they start looking at your video and they're just looking at the intro and it's like, oh my gosh, some people might just click off. So that is very important. The tags and the title is so important, guys. So when you're doing your title and the 2 websites that I just talked about will really help you with the tags, because it's important. Use all the tags that you have, that you can have. Those are the keywords that people are gonna type in, and it's gonna make your video come out or not. And it's important to have it in the title, in the description, not like in words, like write it in a, you know, like for example, I'm gonna write the title, how to grow your channel quick and fast, or whatever, and I'm gonna write it in the description, how to grow your quick. Today I'm gonna be talking about how to grow your channel, blah blah blah. And then in the tags, I'm also gonna write those keywords, and using keywords that you know are gonna make people, when people search. So I've been using TubeBuddy and vidIQ to see if my tags pop up when people search. So that's really helpful if you guys want to use that. They have free version and they have the paid version. Okay, one of the things that is so important, guys, is consistency. So I've noticed when my channel started to have a peak, there's some moments where, for example, there was one time when I was at VidCon and I was super like waking up early, going to VidCon, going to the Airbnb, and then like having to go eat, having to and then I had my kid, and it was like I was super tired and I was going you know, and I didn't post, and that really is not good. I would say it's okay to do it once in a while, but make sure that you post every single week, that you're consistent. If you post once a week, post once a week. Post twice a week, post twice a week. But if you want to do minimum 1 and post sometimes 2 or 3, do it, because consistency is so important, and I've seen it with my channel. I respond to all the comments in my video. I find it so important to build something. So every time I like, I comment, I respond to my comments, I find it so important, so that, because I'm building something, right? You guys are not just viewers. You're like, I want to build relationship with you guys, and I find it helps so much, because yeah, I care about you guys. I'm gonna show you I care. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. I just know that it's important. Also, it helps grows your channel. It helps people want to come back, because you're building a relationship with them, and they're not just viewing and being like, oh cool, and then you never see them again. I don't know, or they come back. But something that really helps also is sharing every time you post. So when you post a video, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on your Instagram if you want, share it on Reddit. Reddit is also really good. They have these special things. Make sure you check the rules before you post on Reddit, because you don't want to get banned. But make sure you check like for example, there's like startups on Facebook and on Reddit, so you can post your video there just to help, and maybe build relationships with people there, so that you can, you know, people will watch yours, you can watch theirs, and whatever it is. I am not for sub, and I am not for whatever it is there. Sub for subs are not good, and I'm telling you, for so many reasons, it is not good. People will just sub and they will not watch your video, or they'll unsub later and whatever, and you're not gonna do the same. So it's just no. Like subs are not how your channel is gonna grow. Like it can grow, but it's not gonna grow your views. Your views are, do you know what I mean? Am I making sense? And don't buy, guys, because yeah, first of all, it's illegal. Oh, so I mentioned earlier about the thumbnails, and a good way to know if your thumbnail is good or bad is to go on your analytics, and I'm telling you, analytics is so good for so many reasons. Check your click-through rating. So there's no like way to know. For example, I usually, when I see my click-through rating like a 6%, is it 6%? Is it percent the thing that they put? Anyways, when I see that, I leave it like that. Like it's good. If I see it like 1, 2, I change my thumbnail, because that means like a lot of people are seeing your thumbnail and are not clicking on it. So you have to bump up your click-through rate. Yeah, that's it. Because yeah, that means your thumbnail needs to be changed. So if I'm scrolling through my YouTube, for example, I'm looking at the homepage and I'm scrolling, that's the click-through rate. It's when you're clicking on it or not. So that's really important. So make sure you check your analytics to see who your viewers are, what videos they're watching. Maybe watch when people click off your video. I don't really do that. I do, but I kind of, yeah, I'm not too good with that part, but I always watch my click-through rate. I always watch the popular videos, so when I see that a video is doing really well, then I'll try to redo it a different way or do another one or whatever. So that is really good. I would have to mention that also it's good to use trends. It's good. Another thing that's really good is collab. I know I don't do much collab. I used to do a few. I think I did a few collabs, but collabs are really good, and you have to do it to your niche. So I've been thinking of doing collabs again, because yeah, that helps out also. Anyways, guys, these are a few points to help you grow. And I know I'm not like a super big channel, but I have seen a drastic growth when I have made all these changes and I really started to take it seriously. So I love YouTube and I really wanted to do YouTube in a day that I really told myself I really want to do it, and I'm taking it seriously. I'm going to do it for real. I'm going to take all the tips that I've learned and put them into effect. My channel really grew. I started not posting anything I wanted, like just about anything. I actually have another channel if you want to check it out, which is vlogs and other things where, yeah, I'm gonna put a little more things on there. And I do want to, you know, that's the thing is I'm growing with a certain niche right now, and I get it, and someday I will want to add more things and I will want to do a little more on here, and I will. It's just that for now, what's working, what's growing is really to stick to just a few things. So once I hit certain milestones, then maybe I'll just start doing more like different stuff. So anyways, guys, these are a few tips, but you're more than welcome to write your tips down in the comments below. And also maybe I can make another one. Want another one? Let me know. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification, give this video a like, make sure to share the video, and I hope to see you soon for my next video, which should be very soon. Bye for now.
Won't you rub your fingers side by side? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers